Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Monday, June 30th, 2014. I'm astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Are you ready for July? My July 2014 webinar, Exiting the Portal, is now available for download. This is a month you are not going to want to miss. All the levers that are being pulled from the universe. Oh my gosh, at one time. Big changes in the planets as well. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, to join me and watch this awesome download. And you can also join me in Sedona in the next 2.5 weeks. But tomorrow is the last day to register at leokingevents.com. If you want to join me and tons of other people from around the world, please join us out in Sedona. And today we are going to talk about quite a lot, actually. Today's a magical day. There's a lot of interesting aspects in the astrology. If you really look at everything, everything is triggered by the moon today. So this is an emotional day, and this is an emotional day dealing with our happiness. And I think it's so important to pay attention to our emotions right now because Jupiter's finishing up in Cancer, the sign of emotions. We got the Sun in Cancer as well. And remember, we did start 3 weeks ago a Mercury retrograde in Cancer, which, by the way, Mercury retrograde is finally ending tomorrow. So, in many forms or fashions, this is really all about understanding how we're feeling in our life, and we're looking to make the adjustments. Today, we're going to talk about the moon, but let's talk about Saturn and Uranus first. Making this really powerful inconjunct, this is a time of readjusting our life into our truth and making the necessary adjustments, revolutionizing our life, and really looking at how we can create the true identity of who we want to be inside. And it's not easy. With Saturn and Scorpio, it's not easy to dedicate 100%. If there's something that your emotions aren't feeling, it's not easy. You know, we could throw a wall up or something. Remember, Saturn is dealing with Scorpio. Scorpio's all or nothing. If it's not all or nothing, you're not going to be able to connect. And it's so interesting today that the moon's going to touch this space today. And I think today's a really great day. There's a lot of happiness in the sky. There's a lot of positivity. But there is some frustration that you could be frustrated about today, and it's about not letting that get you. Because there's so much other excitement, the moon's going to make a nice trine over to Uranus. There's a lot of stimulation, a lot of excitement, a lot of new things coming in our life today. We've also got Mars sextiling over to the moon, so there's this energy to go, to take action today. But it's that moon squaring Saturn, where our own heart, our own happiness, our own self-love, even just fun in itself could have work that has to come first. It's almost like, oh, I got to do this work and then I can have fun. But all that really clears up mid-afternoon on the Pacific Coast and into the nice evening part of the East Coast. And let me tell you, this is a night with some really nice fireworks, some really big passions. We got the moon sextiling Mars, really powerful now. This is a really wonderful day. And also, if we're looking at the astrology, the sun now is getting into Cancer and it's about to come into all the cardinal cross spots. But it's not happening yet. So this is definitely a day where there's not much tension, but maybe just your own frustration over maybe not wanting to do the work and wanting to go play. But if you face the truth and if you see that you can love finding your truth today and the work that you're doing today, it could readjust your whole entire life. And remember, in our lives right now, we're all making crazy adjustments. So give people forgiveness. Give people an understanding that we're all trying to just get into our truth here. And if it doesn't align with you, that's the way it is. That's the beautiful part of the universe. Venus made a really crazy square over to Neptune this weekend, all while the sun trined Neptune. So it's a weird weekend of all over the place energy, but truly touching into your intuition, what your feelings really want, what the signs are in your life. That's Neptune. And now we're coming out of that. And now this is really about setting in the feelings that we want and finding our inner happiness. And the card of today is the King of Swords upright. This is definitely a day to go for it, to step into your understanding of your mind. And this is also a card of courage and strength, in my opinion. You don't ever want to mess with this King of Swords. Maybe it's time to speak up today. Now, it's weird because Mercury is at a retrograde spot, and it is about to go direct here. So Mercury's at a stop spot. But I think that our feelings, our heart, are starting to guide us to more of what we want and what of more of our truth is today. And it's just all about understanding that much more. Because over the next couple days, as tomorrow we'll still have the moon in Leo, and more importantly, we're getting ready to come out of a retrograde, and we're having the sun come into some really intense waters here. This is definitely going to be a July you are not going to want to miss. And especially, check out my webinar if you want to see why. Anyways, check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, if you have any questions or if you want to have a one-on-one reading. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.